Everyone. Before we get into today's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what to expect. First, we obviously have to get into the XRP daily technical analysis as we continue to sit below the 0.393 level, which will be R1 today. We have to talk about the amended motion to intervene on behalf of the SEC versus XRP. There was a motion filed to intervene for the release of the Hinman document. So we'll go over those 5 pages. I'm not going to read it verbatimly, but I'll show you what that is going on right now. James K. Feline released that not too long ago. And we'll also take a look at the DXY. And also, the markets are back online as the Dow is up 51 points today. S&P 500 is up 8.3 points. NASDAQ is up 52.3 points today as well. We'll take a look at the DXY and see exactly the relationship to crypto and to your beautiful XRP. As I continue to speak, XRP is minus 40 cents this morning, sub 40 cents. So it maintains a perfect spot to start to dip into XRP. If you don't own any XRP yet, this is what I suggest. You get your hands dirty. You start to get a feel of what it feels like to have XRP and you have a little bit of skin in the game. Take 2% of your portfolio at 39 cents, or roughly where it's at right now, and you get your hands dirty. You own XRP, you start to feel what it's like, and then you have a stake in the game. When you have a stake in the game, you're more willing and more inept to learn stuff. You will adapt easier, and you will find out exactly what XRP means to you and to everybody else and why it's such a valuable thing to own. And it's something different when you own something. Make sure to hit that like button, as it really does push me through the analytics. I beg you, please hit that like button, as it will help get more people in here. Good morning, 9:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As some of you may know, or don't know, in Michigan right now we have a winter storm warning, and not for snow where I live. We're looking at between 0.25 and a half an inch of freezing rain, which would be absolutely debilitating. All the schools around here have been closed. And we're looking at that to start in about 2 hours. And it's supposed to carry on for almost 24 hours of freezing rain. So we're going to see exactly how detrimental this will be. So I wanted to do an update now before all that started. So right now the DXY is at 104.072. And we're actually breaking out into the downtrending resistance area. We haven't quite made it there yet. But we have this ascending pattern, and we're still continuing up on this ascending fashion. Right now, if you look at the current pattern, 104.44 is the uptrending resistance, or the ascending resistance. And the ascending support underneath is 103.86. So that means your range on the DXY right now is 103.86 up to 104 spot. We'll say 45 now, because where it's at. So those are your ranges right now at the DXY, and that's what I'd be looking at in the ascending fashion. As you can see, the markets are back online. They're pretty flat right now. We've got gold, silver, also pretty flat, under a little bit of pressure. We've got a lot of earnings going on. B2 Gold has their earnings today, so we'll see what that exactly has entail. It's not the greatest day to have earnings, seeing that the market is struggling a little bit. I don't believe they've released it yet. February 23rd. Nope, the estimate's 0.12 for earnings, and their revenue's $592 million is expected. So we'll see how that plays out later. Total crypto market cap's down 16.1 billion to 1.048 trillion, so still above very key resistance trend lines, as it's on the support side right now, but we have reversed back down. We're in a very key area right now. As you can see, we've had a death cross approaching in the 1 hour time frame. We're getting rejected by the 200 day, so this is very key. If we stay below the 1.05 trillion, we'll have a death cross here in total crypto market cap, which is very bearish. We've already had a death cross in the 45 minute, and you can see it being used as resistance. If this continues, we're going to be heading back down to this multi-year trend line at 987 billion. So that's what we'd be looking for next if this continues with the death crosses. XRP sits at 0.3922 as it is a stubborn bitch. It likes to kind of just float around these areas. Right now, I mean, everybody, are we bearish? Are we bullish? Well, We're still above the 386, which gives it a chance to stay bullish. We need to break up, though, above the 402 level. 403 this morning. So resistance 1 is 403. Well, that's resistance 2. Resistance 1 is to stay over 393. We need to get over 393. That, to me, is first resistance because that's where some very key 20 days are here, as we're kind of jam-packed here in the middle. So we want to stay above 393. So that's your first sign. So resistance 1 this morning is 393. Resistance 2 is 40 cents. And then if you go above that, you have 404, 414, 432. But those are semantical levels. We need to get past the other two first. And then underneath, we have support at 386 is your key support. And then 377. But once you break 377, that's how you can come back down to the 358 level. So very, very, very bearish underneath if we break through. With Bitcoin, we're at 24,065, down 1.56% on the day. And Bitcoin, it's above a multi-year trend line. This is the older pattern. I want to show you a slightly different one. So Bitcoin, you'll see, is slightly above the multi-year downtrend. As long as we stay above this downtrending support, this is where you can stay out of the area. So 20,413, even if you break down here to 19,900, you're looking good. This uptrending support we want to hold is 23,500. If it holds that, we can always kick back out, try to break 25,194 and push up to 26,600. It's once we lose that 25,500 where it becomes tricky. Then we have underneath, 23,500. Once we lose 23,500, then you have 22,000 approximately, right around 21,965. So as long as Bitcoin stays above 23,500, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's doing exactly what it needs to do on a consolidation. So an XRP right now is at the key resistance 1 at 393. So watch that this morning. Also, what's going on today is this came out from James K. Phelan a little while ago. He said XRP community SEC Gov versus Ripple XRP. Dr. Rosalind Layton has filed an amended motion to intervene to petition the court for access to the Hinman speech documents. Dr. Layton's original request suggested that the SEC had offered the Hinman speech documents in support of its own summary judgment motion when that was not the case. So we've got 5 pages. So basically a quick overview. Dear Judge Therese, Rosalind Layton, PhD, by and through the unsigned counsel, files this amended request for leave to intervene in the case to petition the court for access to a set of internal SEC documents relating to a speech that former SEC Director of Corporation Finance William Hinman gave in June 2018. The Hinman speech documents on December 22nd, 2022. The SEC moved to seal some of the Hinman speech documents that Ripple offered in support of its summary judgment motion. Dr. Layton opposes that motion. Dr. Layton, a columnist and regulatory policy scholar, is a visiting researcher at Aalborg University and an executive vice president of Strand Consult and a senior contributor to Forbes.com. Dr. Layton has no financial stake in Ripple or XRP and no financial interest in this case, but she has written numerous articles about the Hinman speech documents. In those articles, she has offered the Hinman speech documents in support of its, Dr. Layton's original request suggests that the SEC had offered the Hinman speech documents in support of its own summary judgment motion. When that was not the case, Dr. Layton's counsel apologizes for the error. Dr. Layton is entitled to raise this petition as a member of the press, which has standing to intervene in actions to which it is otherwise not a party in order to petition for access to court proceedings and records. So that is exactly who she is. I just wanted to read the first page because it's pretty interesting. And then if you just look at this quickly, they examine the central role those documents play in this enormously significant case, which she has dubbed the cryptocurrency trial of the century. She therefore respectfully requests leave to intervene, so she might ask the court to release these documents to the public and deny the SEC's motion to keep them sealed. And then the argument. And then this is all I'm reading. And you can read the last 3 pages. I'll share it in my Telegram. So if you're in there, you can watch it in there. I'll share these in the SEC versus Ripple section. So both the First Amendment and federal common law endow the press and the public with a potent and fundamental presumption right to access judicial documents. Mirrorless versus Greer, 952 out. I'm not even going to read all that garbage. A right fundamentally rooted in the need for courts to have a measure of accountability and for the public to have confidence in the administration of justice. That right may not be absolute and varies with the documents proposed in the litigation, but it generally compels the public release of judicial documents absent the most compelling circumstances. The right compels the public release of the Hinman speech documents given the intense public interest in the case, the Hinman speech document's central place within it, and the absence of any legitimate countervailing interest counseling against disclosure. The presumption favoring public release of the Hinman speech documents is particularly strong. Ripple has made the Hinman speech documents judicial documents by introducing them into evidence in support of its summary judgment motion, thereby attesting to their importance in determining the party's substantive rights. And the case for public release of those documents is particularly strong. This case has garnered intense public and media attention. So that's the first couple pages of the Hinman documents. There's 3, 4, 5, but I'm not going to read through all of them. So I wanted to give you a quick overview. So if you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button. Again, if you're paying attention, 0.393 is resistance 1, 40 cents resistance 2, support 1, 386, support 2, 377. Those are the immediate support and resistance in the area. If you want to trade XRP with no spot fees, look in the video description below or pinned messages. There's BitGet and or MEXC, and then you can trade UPHOLD, but I would suggest sending your money off of UPHOLD and buying it on the exchanges that have no spot fees. Then you can always send it back, and then if you want to join Tom's Army, it's in the video description below or in the pinned message. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD Assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point?